somebody, you become to the extent that they understand what you do. There's this one professor who was moving around the country with his driver. Okay. So the driver would take him to the lectures and all that. And then now, during the lecture, the driver would sit at the back of the room and would listen to everything the professor is lecturing. To the extent that he knew his lectures, he could lecture like the professor himself. So one time, the driver told the professor, now I know everything you teach. Can we switch places? You sit at the back, let me stand in the front of the room, and I'll do the lecture. So the professor was like, wow, good, I'm actually tired of lecture. Let's do that. So he went on to the session and he lectured so well. And the professor was impressed. Then it came to the time of asking questions. Okay. So the students start asking questions. So one of the students asked a very difficult question, which he could not answer as a driver, because he has only mastered the art of lecturing, not the art of answering questions. So the driver was a sharp guy. Then he told the guy, you have asked such a simple question. Even my driver seated at the back can be able to answer. You see wisdom now, giving opportunity to answer the question to the real professor. So he just told me, I've asked such a simple question. Even my driver seated at the back can be able to answer. You see that's kind of wisdom. Eh? Anyway, I'm happy to see each and every one of you. I think most of you are new to me, apart from Winnie. Winnie, we know each other very well. So we know each other. Yeah. Have we sat here in a meeting with you? Okay. But you have not sat here for a meeting. Long time. Must be really long time. So just want to. You saw me one time in the office. On Sunday at Imperial. Great. And my friend here, first time. Oh, you're most welcome. So I just want to, Abraham, Pelusi. Sure, I need to write that somewhere. Abraham, I can't forget. Johnson. Yeah, my boss is Johnson. I won't forget.
Yeah, Darius.
Darius.
Yeah.
Darius.
Yeah.
Darius. Okay. Yours is the only one which Perush. Pelusi. Yes. Great. Sounds like a football player. In the season of football, that is where we see weird names, but it's a beautiful name for sure. It's English name, French. Okay. Pleasure to meet each and every one of you. I'm really excited to be here with you. I've stood where I'm standing for some time now, and with other distributors, and just like Justus has been able to say, our work is to help you to be able to build a business, to be able to build something that you can be able to depend on now and in the future. So that is what I do. My name is Paul Mwatu. I'm the Director of Field Development for this company of Neolife, having worked in this organization for the last 15 years. 1, 2, 3, up to 15. And it's amazing. It's an amazing place to be. Because when I came in, I wasn't the way I am today. I've been able to receive so much growth personally because of this opportunity and interacting with the distributors like Justus. And I've grown to the capacity of the person I am today. And my joy is to be able to meet people like Johnson here. And then we show them what we do here, and they start getting the full impact of what this opportunity can be able to do to people. So that is what I've done for the last 15 years. I'm in charge of our business in Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And I really take pride in, meeting people and sitting down. I'm coming from a far place. I think it's Nakuwande something. I can't even pronounce the name properly. It was just deep in the village somewhere. We had a meeting this morning, And I was telling the guys, I'm so happy whenever I get an opportunity to be able to speak with people who wants to change their lives. And that is what I've been able to see happening to Justus, happening to other leaders that we are talking about for this team. And we want that to happen to you as well. And just as I've been able to break it to you what we do whenever we come together as a company of Neolife. So I think we have one guest. The others are distributors. Okay, it's only Johnson who is a guest, but I'm sure from what we have heard, Johnson, it's something that you'd love to do so that you can be able to change your life. So there's no reason for you to leave this place and go and start looking for another opportunity. This is an amazing opportunity which has changed people's life. All right. The company started, I'm sure just as I was taking you through the history, the company started back 1958 in the US. So we are talking about over 63 years since the company started its journey. Then in Africa, it came back 1971. Our office, our regional office, let's say our Africa office, it's in South Africa. So that is where it started. And then 1996, that is when now it came to our East Africa region. And the most important thing is it started here in Uganda. The first physical office for Neolife in East Africa, it was here in Uganda, 1996. Within the same year, we opened our office in Kenya. And then 1 year later, we opened our office in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. So we are talking again over 25 years, actually over about 27 years since this company was started. And for you to be here today, you're not looking at something small. And I always want to paint the bigger picture about this organization by sharing the history, how the company came to be. So we're looking at something that has been able to empower so many people across the world. Today, as we talk, the countries that we have physical offices, we're in over 50 countries across the world. So when you come to this business, you start an international business in the aspect that you can build it even to other countries. And I always look at the way this business came to Uganda. 1996, the business came to it came to Uganda through one of the Ugandans who lives in South Africa called Dr. Nabasi. And then it came to the Sam and Miriam Kanakulia, and then it came all the way down to where Justus is. So that is how it came. And you seated here, you have the same instrument that you can be able to share with people across Uganda and even to other countries. So that is the power of this opportunity. I look at another scenario for the business in Tanzania. It came through Rwanda, okay? And we don't have an office in Rwanda up until today. It came through Rwanda, then it came through Tanzania, Uganda, okay? There's a lady called Lydia Msinguzi of here, Uganda. The business came to her, and then she took it to Tanzania. And today, as we speak, Tanzania has the biggest business in East Africa. Wow. Because of that one guest. Coming from Rwanda to Uganda, then to Tanzania. And then they have managed to form one of the biggest networks that we have today. People dream extraordinary things. So this company gives you an opportunity to be able to, we look at people. And one key thing about people is what we call dreams. And all of us sitting here, I'm sure we have dreams. And dreams are not those scary things that happens at night, which we call nightmare. Dreams are the things that you want to achieve as a person when you're still alive, okay? Dreams are the things that you want to pass on to your next generation. So everybody, we appreciate the fact that everybody has dreams. So what we do in this organization, we give you a solution, something that you can be able to use to achieve your dreams. It doesn't matter what your dreams are. Some people are dreaming of, some good health. Some people have lost their health, so they just want their health back. Some people are dreaming of taking their children to school. good schools. Some people are dreaming of building their dream homes, buying their cars, traveling the world, and all those kind of things. So when Jerry Brassfield, our founder, founded this organization back 1958, he was giving the world a solution that they can be able to depend on. That is what we do every day. So number one, when you come to this company, we need to know what are your dreams. Okay? And then when we know your dreams, we break them down into goals. And goals are just dreams with a deadline. Okay? Because again, you can have a dream and it is just an open dream. So if you don't achieve it today, you're still okay. If you don't achieve it next year, you're still okay. But now when you break it into small goals and you give them deadlines, that gives you the power to work so hard and to do everything possible to be able to achieve. So that is what we do. We break down your dreams and now help you with a system that is going to help you to be able to achieve your dreams. So we need to look at, do we have goals in place? So everybody seated here, you need to have some goals that you want to achieve through this opportunity. All right? And then we come here and say, in the first place, we have needs, the things that we want to achieve in our lives. And when you talk to people, their needs will be able to branch into two areas. Some people will tell you they want to get good health because this is a good area. And then others will tell you, I need finances. And in most cases, people will tell you they actually need both. Because nobody doesn't want good health. We want good health and we also want to make the money. So this is what we do. If you become a distributor, your work is to identify people's needs and then you give them a solution, either health or financial part of it. So that is very key. So we'll be able to train you, those who are new distributors and the guy who is a new person here, we'll be able to train you to understand when somebody tells you they need some good help, what are you supposed to do with that person? And it is simple because we have put everything together for you. We always tell people, the World Health Organization, we call it the World Health Organization. They have given us a solution to our health. Okay, so when you're talking about your health, they tell you, if you put your life in this kind, your eating habits should be within this kind of a structure. Down here, you're supposed to exercise, which we don't. I mean, how many of us exercise this morning? The simple things are the things that we don't do at all. So they're telling us we need to exercise. And let me tell you something. There is nobody who can exercise on your behalf. There are so many things that people can do on your behalf, but not exercise. Even if you go to the gym and you look at people exercising, your body will not change until you participate in the exercise. So it's important to get to exercise. Then number two, we need to have some good whole grains. Our food is supposed to contain mainly whole grains. And whole grains is the food that you get it from our gardens. Then when it is not processed, now it has whole grains factor in it. And they are very good for your health as a person. But when you look at the way we are eating, we are not eating enough whole grains. And then fruits and vegetables, they are very important part of your life. So what do? They give us immunity for our body. So that when sicknesses come, our body is able to fight without you going to hospitals and all that. It can be able to defend it. And then we are told about the proteins. So as you can see, going up, the spaces are becoming small, meaning proteins we don't need in large quantities. And there's fats and sugars. We need to take it in very small portions. Why? Because all this food that you eat, when the body takes what it needs, the rest is stored in our body as fats and sugar so that it can be used when there's no food. Okay, and it's stored in the hands, stomach. We know it is stored. So the body has a way of storing. But when we look at the typical way, we have been able to invert this pyramid to look the upside down. What happens here is a lot of fats and sugar. Most of the food that we eat, it just contains fats and sugar. And we eat it intentionally because fats and sugars are very sweet. Something with sugar is very sweet, right? So it's more appealing to eat. And that is why you find the companies that make sugary beverages, they make a lot of money because it is sweet and very easy to take. Then the proteins, we are having a lot of proteins, which we shouldn't. When you look at fruits and vegetables, we have actually started taking them in very low quantities. Because first, it might not be available, they're expensive, and we don't even see the need of eating fruits and vegetables. Then the whole grain, nobody is having whole grains. The food that we eat is processed because it's easy to cook and it's more available. In the supermarkets, it is there. When you go to the whole grain section, you just find out just like a small section. But when you go to the processed food, it takes, columns and columns in the supermarket. So it's more available. Then exercise, as I say, nobody exercises. So when we eat like this, because that is what we are eating, we are told our body is made up of trillions of cells, okay, which needs to be fed. It needs to be repaired. It needs to be protected. So these are millions of cells, and their work is to make sure the food we eat gets into the cells properly and waste can be able to come out. So this is what happens if you eat healthy. But when you eat like this, your cell will be something like that. Okay? It means now this wall of the cell, it has hardened. So when you eat food, it doesn't even come in. It just blocks somewhere. Some little will come out, and then the waste is not also coming. It's just a little waste that is coming. So this is the reality of what we are eating. And what happens when we eat like this, now our body doesn't function well. You're always tired. Have you had somebody telling you, I'm tired of being tired? Every time they are tired, you get to somewhere you're supposed to concentrate, your body is just weak. You just want to sleep. And then the question is, you slept like 8-9 hours. You slept a whole 8-10 hours. How comes again in the morning, you're struggling to come out of bed? Because your cells are not in a good place. Then now, we have a solution as a company of Neolife that is supposed to help your cells to go back to this good functionality. So that is where the products of Neolife comes in. So you're showing somebody the health solution about these products. So now, for feeding, we have the TNN. Okay. So let me just put it. So for the grains, we have a product we call TNN. I'm sure some of you have come across the TNN. It's one of our foundation products, which helps the wall of these cells to be soft and permeable, so that food can come in and waste can be able to go out. And we say it is one of the key products. When you're giving somebody product for the first time, it needs to have TNN first to be able to open their cells so that whatever else they are taking can be able to function. For the fruits and vegetables, we have carotenoid. May not write it well. Carotenoid complex. It's called carotenoid complex. Actually, there's a flyer on top of that tray, which is talking about carotenoid complex. That one, yes, but don't read now. So carotenoid complex is made up of fruits and vegetables. A lot of fruits and vegetables. Because fruits and vegetables, they give your body immunity. It helps, during the COVID time, we were told we need to have a lot of fruits and vegetables so that we can build our immunity to the level that the body can be able to defend itself against COVID. Okay. So it is very important. New Life realized the importance of fruits and vegetables back 1958, when the world is just realizing it because of some sicknesses like COVID and all that. And carotenoids really helps your body to boost your immunity. Somebody, let's say like somebody who is suffering from all these diseases, HIV and all those, which lowers your immunity completely. So what it does is what we call the baseline. So when your immunity goes down the baseline, now all the diseases can be able to attack your body. So what happens with carotenoid is in just 20 days of using carotenoid, it's able to boost your immunity to 37%, which is above the baseline. So now you find now your body is able to fight for itself. So it is a product that you can only find from the company of beef. Then the proteins, we have omega-3 here, and also omega-3 the fish has a lot of proteins in it. And then we also have nutrition, which has some good elements of proteins. And the nutrition is very good because your body still needs some proteins, but you find there are people who do not take meat, all right? Their body still needs proteins. Some people don't take eggs. Their body needs proteins. And all the allergies that we get, most of the allergies you find is a result of lack of enough protein, some proteins in your body. So we have the nutrition, which helps you to be able to, get that into place. And then fats and sugar, again, you have the omega-3. And the omega-3, it is made from fish. And it's very pure omega-3, okay? So what it does, it helps your body to be able to get rid of unwanted cholesterol. And cholesterol is very dangerous. When it builds in your body, what happens is cholesterol has the habit of building itself within the veins of the veins that your blood vessels, it builds there. Then the vessels start becoming small. They start becoming small. And remember, your body needs blood all over because blood, it's pumped from the heart, it goes to the mind, to the brain, it's given oxygen, and then it's supplied to the entire body. So you find your body is not getting enough blood and enough oxygen. And that is where you hear things like stroke coming in, because there might be a lapse of supply of oxygen in your body. Now that becomes a stroke thing. So it helps to clean up those unwanted oils. So now the company came and took all these products and combined it to a product that we call Pro-Vitality Complex. Okay, Pro-Vitality Pack, which contains all those three products, and it has also been included minerals and vitamins, which are also very important to us. So we always tell people, just use the Pro-Vitality Pack and you'll be able to start feeling the energy level in your body. And then you start now. And then we tell you, once you use the product now, okay, you have used the Pro-Vitality Pack. The second thing we want you to do is to share the products. Sharing the products. And how do you share the products? You share the products looking at people's needs, their healthy needs. So now you start talking to people about the products, because these are not medicine, these are food supplements. And everybody needs a food supplement, let me tell you. Because when you look at what we are eating and what we are supposed to eat, there's no balanced diet in there. So everybody needs a food supplement. So now you start sharing these products with people. When you start sharing these products with people, you start making profits. And that is what Just As was talking about. So you can make a lot of profits from these products when you share the products with other people. Like now the team of ladies is talking about, they have gone to share these products with over 400 teachers.
Yeah, 400.
Over 400 teachers and parents in a school. So now they have gone to talk to them about their healthy needs and the health of their family and their children. So because those people are not yet connected with the company, they can only buy from these ladies, all right? So now they start building it as a business at the first point where it's customers, and now they start getting profit. But within those 400 people that they're going to meet today, they are going to find some people who wants to build this as a business. Like all of us seated here, we want to build it as a business. And this is now the bigger money that we are talking about comes in. So now you're not just sharing the products, you are sharing the opportunity. You're sharing the opportunity with other people. And guess what? The reason why we go to school is so that we can be able to get an opportunity to make money. That is the reason we have so many universities in Uganda. We don't just have them for people to gain knowledge. No, we want to gain knowledge that we are going to put in a place where we can be able to get some money so that we can be able to meet our dreams. So now, businesses just that showed us the importance, the importance of having a business, all right? Becoming business owners. So you share the opportunity with other people like us. And then from there, now you start building it as a business. Let me just go. So number one, you have used the products. Number two, you have started sharing the products. And then you're sharing the opportunity. The things that Justus is talking about now, they start coming at this point when you share the opportunity, okay? And for you to be able to share the opportunity, number one, you need something which we call a name list, okay? So the distributors who are seated here, you need to start or to think how you're going to build a name list. And a name list, it just contains names of people that you would love to build business with. They can be your friends, they can be your relatives, they can be your family people, they can be your social circle people, the people that you meet on WhatsApp and Facebook and all these social gatherings. All those people, they should be able to form a name list. And I always tell distributors who are starting, your name list should have at least 100 names. Who has a name list here? So we need to start thinking how to get a name list together, especially for the distributors. You're a distributor manager? Just a distributor. And you? A distributor. And you? A distributor. So now the starting point now is for us to be able to come up with a name list. So Justus is going to help you to come up with a name list, because that is where it all starts. And if you can be able to come up with 100 names for starts, you'll be able to understand how to build this business. And the good thing now, when you come up with the names, you're not going to call those people yourself, okay? That is where you have an upline. Your upline is supposed to call those people when you are watching and listen. So you participate in that calling of the people, all right? So how do you participate? You call the person first, because let me say he's your friend. So what you do is, hi Johnson, thank you so much for being my friend. You know what? I've come across this exciting business opportunity idea, which I really want to share with you today. And I've just joined a few days ago. I don't know much about it, but there's my leader here. My leader is seated with me, and his name is Justus Muhumuza. Let me give him the opportunity to be able to share more about this business with you. You see, now you are passing it to him, but already you have connected the three of you together. Because if Justus calls him, they don't know each other. So you'll be very defensive and ask, who are you? Who gave you my number? What kind of a business is this? But you have been able to speak to him first and introduced him to Justus. So just as we'll tell, hi Johnson, I'm so happy to be able to speak to you today. Guess what? My friend here, your friend here, he just started this amazing business opportunity. And guess what? You are the first, even if it's not the first person, you are the first person that he recommended that can be able to build this business. So my name is Justus, and I'm his leader. And we would love to meet you and share this business idea. Okay? And you don't share the business idea on the phone. People don't trust things done on the phone. So tell him, we would love to share this business idea with you. We actually want you tomorrow. Tomorrow, can you come to our office here at this time so that we can be able to share this business? We'll actually be sharing a cup of tea. So you can see there's tea there. We'll actually be sharing this business opportunity over a cup of tea. So we'll be waiting for you at that time. Make sure you don't miss. And I'm going to remind you tomorrow morning when I wake up. Guess what? You can actually come with your friend. So you don't need to come alone. You can come with 1 or 2, 3 friends so that you can be able to explain the business idea. Are you getting how it is going now? Mm-hmm. So now the opportunity becomes very easy for you to be able to share it because you are first sharing it through your upline. Sometimes because you're just a distributor, you don't even know what to tell people. You're still learning, right? You're so stuck, you can't share it with people because you don't even know much about the opportunity. But if you approach the route that I've given you, it becomes easy and even enjoyable to do it. First, you have been able to build the confidence between the 3 of you. You have, just as I've invited him tomorrow to this training class, and he has told him he can be able to come with some friends. If you're married, he can tell you, if you're married, you can come with your wife. If you have a girlfriend, just come with them. And you see, when you give people an opportunity to come with somebody, they believe more. They trust more. So they know this person doesn't want to con me because he cannot con me in front of my husband, in front of my wife, in front of my friends. Okay? So when they come here now, the next morning, you need to wake up early in the morning and remind them that you're expecting them. If they don't live far from you, you can tell them, by the way, I'm coming to pick you. And you just go and pick them. Then you come with them here. When you come with them here, the burden of explaining the business now moves from you to Justus. So Justus will explain the opportunity. And when he explains the opportunity, now these people from your name list, they start joining your business. So you are here. You can enjoy it in your life. And then now, from your name list, you have started building people from. So that is how the business works. So number 1, you must have a name list that you are working with as a new distributor. Number 2, what we have just done right now is contacting those people. Contacting these people. So your upline is going to do that with a number of people as you watch, okay? As you watch what he's doing, so that you can be able to develop confidence. Then with time now, when you do that for about 5 to 6 people, now your upline is going to listen to you and watch you do what he has been doing with your people. Because he's trying to build you, okay? So when he's watching, now he's correcting you along the way when he's watching, but correcting you in a good way so that you are building your business. Then by the time you realize you can do everything all by yourself. But the most important thing, you need to have a what? A name list. We call it, this is your bank account for starts. This is where the business will come from. The people, and you need to keep on adding. When you're calling their hundreds, keep on adding more people, because every day we meet new people in our business. Then we start helping them. When you help this person to become a manager, you can become a manager, yourself, you become a senior manager. Very easy. Okay. So let me say you're from the products that you're selling, you're using for your own use and also for your customers. Because we say you're building customers, 250 PVs, the same guy here, 250 PVs, 250, 250. So the total becomes what? 1,000. And that is how you become a qualified senior manager. So the business has a process that you need to sit down with Justus. He has a business building structure, which we all need to understand. And then after understanding, we go and work with our structure. We just go and work with the system that is putting in place. And then we start building the business. But your business will only grow to the extent you are sharing the opportunity with other people. Because remember, if you want to start, most of the companies around here, they will request for a lot of capital. If you want to be a distributor of, let's say, a company like Coca-Cola, do you know how much money you need to have just for them to give you the distributorship? A lot of money. But here, our capital is not even money. Our capital is the people that you can be able to bring into the business. And that is why Justus was talking about social capital. That is what we do. Social capital. And people are the best. When we talk about social capital, we are just talking about the relationships that we build with people along them. Then you become a solution. That is how Justus started as a university student. And he had a lot of, if you sit down with him and he starts sharing his stories, how he used to carry boxes on his head, you'll just be like, what? But today, he has 2 cars. He moves around whenever he wants to move around. Every single year, the company organizes a trip for him outside the country. We just came from this place in the month of May. That is where we were with Justus. And guess what? He traveled along with the mother. What do you think her mom was feeling? What? Yes. And that is exactly the words she told me. And then her mom has refused to hedge. I see a mom, and Justus now looks like the brother to the mom. She's so young because now things have shaped up. And Justus is building a business. He's helping people across the world to be able to explain. Guess what? These are the things he has a name list, even when he's a Mwatu-Director. So this is our social capital. The people that you meet every single day. These are the people that will be able to help you to build your business. So get the people. Now you need to get a book for name list only before you leave here today. Please. Get a book for name list only. Let me show you what a name list looks like. Okay. So a name list looks something like this. So there is someone's name. Okay. And then you come and put their location, where they stay, because you know people from many different areas. Their location, where they live. Okay. You can also do their occupation. Because you need to know what does this person do? So that when you're talking to them, you understand them better. And then you need to have their telephone number. So you put people down in that context. So you might find somebody who is called Peter. Okay. Peter stays in Barara and he's your friend because maybe you went to school together. So after school, because Barara is such a farming area, he became a farmer. And then you put his telephone number here. So that is a name list. So now when you are doing a meeting in Barara, you look at your name list of 100 people and you say, I have a meeting in Barara. Who should I be able to invite in this? Then you just come and say, wow, I have Peter. Then you start engaging Peter and talking to him about coming to the meeting, not the business. Don't tell people about the business on the phone. Want to bring them and sit them down. You see, face to face, it is everything. Unless that person is in a place where you cannot reach, I always advise people, book an appointment to meet someone and tell them, I just want to meet you for 15 days or 15 minutes. Or the meeting that I'm calling you for, it's an international meeting. Because we're in an international company, it's an international meeting, and we're going to take just 1 hour of your time. please don't miss. And if you can come with a friend or two, please bring them along. So this helps you to understand, where are you inviting these people from? When you invite them, you check, and then you just need to know what exactly those people want. When you do that, you are building an amazing business. Okay? So our business is built in that kind of context, whereby you start with people. But first, we need to have the name list in place. How many of us are going to do their name list? That is the first homework. Are you going to do a name list? Oh, you have one in place already. Some. You have some few names. I want us to build it up to about 100 people. When you look at your phone book, how many people are there? And some of them will just send you, please call me. Those are people who need an opportunity. And you call them, whenever you call them and you have used money to call them, they tell you, I just wanted to know how you are doing. That could have waited, right? But now you're showing them how they can be able to use this opportunity to build a business. And you tell them, I mean, I've come across this business opportunity, which I really want us to be able to partner and be able to build a business together. Then from there, you'll be able to see your business grow. So this is just a simple way of putting your name list together. And this is where it starts. And every time when you are stuck and you want to go to the next level, look at your name list. Go to back to your name list and try to build your business from there. So that is what we do. So when we become distributors, our biggest, if you want to build a business, sponsoring has to be the key thing. Okay? Sponsoring has to be the key thing. Sharing this opportunity with as many people as possible. And we want all the distributors, every distributor, to sponsor 3 people in 30 days. That is the minimum. Okay. Some of you have you sponsored somebody so far? Oh, you have not sponsored yet. Okay. So sponsoring is whereby you bring somebody and they join the business. You see, like what I've shown you. So you bring somebody, okay, and join the business. So you are here and somebody joins you in the business. Do you have somebody that has joined in the business under you? No, not. Now that is what we call sponsoring. Okay. So we want to help you to be able to sponsor at least 3 people in a month. So when you sponsor 3 people in a month, this is how your business will look like. So you have sponsored A, B, and C. I don't know how much do we start people with here, just as your system?
310.
310. So this person will pay 310K, 310K, 310K. And which kit do you get? Is it a combination? Pro-Vitality. So they're going to get a Pro-Vitality kit, all of them. So that is what we call sponsoring. Okay. So that is what you need to do. So from the name list that you have looked around about it, so your aim is to be able to at least sponsor 3 people. And this is the minimum if you want to build a stable business. Our business is about people. Okay. So now you're building a network of people who are going to move the products. Okay. So these people are moving the products alongside with you. And this is how you become a manager. If you can be able to sponsor at least 3 people, just as will be able to show you what those 3 people are supposed to do so that you can be able to become a manager. When you become a manager, there are a lot of benefits of becoming a manager. Number 1, because you are selling some products, you're getting profits at the end of the month. I mean, at the end of the day, every product that you sell, because our products are not available in a supermarket, in a pharmacy, you only get them from our warehouse. And you can only get them from the warehouse if you're a registered distributor. So the friends who do not want to join your business, they become customers and you get profits from them. All right. And profits is good. You know, like today, if you sell like 3 products, you have made enough money to cater for your lunch, okay, and even to cater for your fare back home and some few other expenses along the way. So I always tell distributors every single day, try to sell a product or two, because you also want people to experience the products. And from what I've shown you, everybody needs a product, okay? Because everybody wants to keep healthy. So when you do that, you're making profits. Number 2, you get a PIN, which is written managed. There's a PIN. I've seen somebody with a distributor PIN. Did I see somebody with a distributor PIN? Okay. There's a PIN that you get when you become a distributor. When you do your first 100 PVs, that is still the case here, just as 100. So there's a PIN that you get. Okay. Now that PIN changes and now it's written manager PIN. Number 3, you'll be able to attend manager schools. Manager schools. These are schools which are put together for managers to be able to understand. They're given more information on how they can be able to build the business to the next level. Okay, so we call them manager school. And then on top of that, you start earning sales volume bonus, which is 3 to 5%. So what does the sales volume bonus come from? The sales volume bonus comes from all the business these people have done, because you're the one who brought them to the business. So whatever they do and whatever you do, it is put together. The total is put together and you get a percentage by the end of the month. So this is where the commission starts coming from. You can only earn a commission when you become a what? A manager. Okay? So we as distributors who are here, I want us to go and sponsor at least 3 people. Okay? When you sponsor 3 people, just as will be able to show you what you're supposed to do to be able to earn the sales volume bonus that we can be able to see. Then from there now, we help these 3 people. You know, this business is about helping people. So you help these 3 people to get their 3 people as well. You help these guys to get their 3 people as well. And remember, you're also doing the same. You're getting your 3 people as well. So now when you do this, now you become a senior manager. And it keeps on going up. But for the benefit of this meeting, I want us first to do this, because it is the first step to become a manager. Then from there, once you become a manager, earn the 3 to 5%, we're going to show you how you can be able to earn between 10 to 20% as a senior manager or an executive manager. And then from there, we'll be able to show how to earn 25% as a director. And these directors are earning about, is it 1 million?
An average of 2.5.
An average of 2.5 million. So the money grows gradually from one step to the other. But again, it also depends on how teachable you are. All right? If Justice calls you for training, just like you have come today, I want you to come for training every other single time. You know, any business to grow, you have to set apart some time to grow your business, whether you're doing it part-time or full-time. Okay? And what I've seen, a lot of full-time people, they take so much time for granted. And then they lose the connection with the business. But I want you to come here every other time. There's a training so that you can be able to benefit, just as has been here for 14 years. The wealth of experience he has, it is enough for you to help you to build your business to director as soon as possible, together with the other leaders who are not with us here today. So today, the only thing I want you to get from this meeting is to be able to sponsor 3 people. Okay? From your name list. So first, before we leave here today, please make sure you do you might not get to 100 people, okay? But just list down some people that you want to work with, okay? Just build it and keep on building it until it gets to 100 people. And then now, just as the rest of the team, they will be able to help you to contact these people and give you the knowledge on how to help these people to be able to move forward. So when you do that, you're going to see the amazing part of this opportunity. Because this is how we build. There is no any other way. We build it in a very simple way. So that is the thing that I want you to be able to do. But before I finish, I just want to share with you some few things that you need to do once if you want to build a strong business, because now you're starting, okay? So number one, we talked about our dreams. Please make sure you have your dreams in place, because that is the picture that will keep you to the business. Number two, we say, have your goals in place. Break your dreams into small goals. And goals, we say, it's dreams with a deadline, okay? Number three, you need to be teachable. You need to be available for teachings. And that is why we went to school every single day, so that we can be taught. Please be available for meetings, because this is the only thing that will be able to set you out. Number four, you need to believe. When you start a new business, you really have to build the belief, because you don't understand it. So the only thing that can be able to keep you here for the longest period of time now, until you start making money, is if you believe in your upline justice, if you believe in the opportunity, if you believe in what we take. So you have to build a belief that this is the right thing for you to be able to do. Then the other thing that you need to have is to be able to take action. And action is whatever you are told to do, you try to do it. If you just leave it here, we are going to rub it, and you're going to go home, and nothing is going to happen to you. But if you want it to be able to help you, you need to take action. You have to act. All right? The other thing which is important, which is going to help you in the process, you need to be consistent. You have to be consistent. Consistent is doing, something more frequently. That is doing something all the time. That is consistent. Doing something the same way all the time. That is consistent. So you need to build a consistent mind, whereby whatever you do, you keep on doing it. And you do it when it's giving you results and when it's not giving you results, until it becomes normal for you to do it. So training, I've told you, is one of the things that you need to do. Then you need to be persistent. Let me tell you something. For anything to happen, you'll be able to fall and wake up. You'll be able to fall and wake up. So that persistent, when you fall and to wake up, that is what is going to create the bigger picture for you in this business. So you as new people that are starting, welcome, ma'am. You're a distributor, I guess? Okay. To come again. Okay. So you are coming for the second time. So that means today you're going to join. Thank you. All right. So we need to be persistent, okay, as distributors, if we really want to build to the next level. And that is what Justus has been able to do. He has to be persistent in whatever he's doing. All right. So when you do these things, you're going to build a business. And we are going to look at you the next couple of months, and your life is going to be different. It takes time. The other thing, which is the last one, you have to be patient. That's a deal breaker. Because we want to build a business, we want to build a future, but you have to be patient. I always tell people, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. We have seen so many people coming here and promising us so big things. Then all of a sudden, 1 or 2 years, they're nowhere to be seen. They took your money and they went off. Have you seen those kind of schemes? So this business, we are going to build it one step at a time. So you have to be patient. Give the business enough time to grow. You need to do the things that we are telling you to do, and then give the business enough time to be able to grow. And when you do that, you're going to build a very big business in future. It takes time. So I always tell people, I've never seen people fail in this opportunity. I've never seen anybody fail. What I've seen is people not patient enough to wait for their time to be there. All right? So you need to be patient. It will grow. It's just like baby steps. Those of us who are parents and those of us who have been able to observe, our brothers and sisters grow, we know it is a process. If today somebody gives birth to a child and then they wake up and start running, you'll also run away as a parent, because that is not the process. The process has certain stages which they need to go through. So I don't want to give you a lot of stuff that is going to congest your mind, and especially now that we are all starting our business, all of us seated, apart from Justus. And let me tell you something, Justus starts this business every single day, because that is the process of growth. So even as we are here, these are the things that we are going to do for all our life when we are in this business. You'll have to have a name list, even Justus has a name list at this stage, which he develops every other time, where he gets people to sponsor and people to be able to sell products too. So that is a continuous process. And I think it's not hard. You know, things that are hard are the things that you change every day. But something that you do every other time, it is not hard to be able to do it. So I'm looking forward to next month, because I know this month you're going to sponsor our 3 people. So that is my assignment for you today. Number 1, sponsor how many people? 3 people this month. That is my assignment. And then at the end of the month, if you sponsor 3 people, Justus is going to help you to become a what? To become a manager. Simple as that. I don't want to complicate it. That is what I want us to do this month. Is it possible? It's possible. It's possible. Okay. Is it possible? It is possible. Is it possible? Is it possible? You have promised. My friend is about to join us. Is it something you can be able to do? You can do this business. Mommy, is it something you can be able to do? You came late, but is it something you feel you can be able to do? You want to give it a thought, eh? Okay. All right. You believe you can do it. So let's clap for ourselves, all of us. We have the best people in this class today, Justus. And from what Justus has been able to share, Winnie, I don't even want to. Winnie knows it is possible, it is supposed to be done. I don't even want to ask her any question, because she has done it and she's going to keep on doing it. All right. So I think all of us here, if we just put our minds in perspective and in the right place, in the next couple of months, if you do what we are asking you to do, you are going to stand here and share your testimony in terms of what this business is doing to you. Okay? So let's go and think about the things that we have learned from Justus, the things that I've just told you right now. And if you have any questions, please always come and ask justice. He's a leader that we truly respect in this country because of the way he has been able to carry himself, because of the business that he has been able to help, and being selfless to help other people to become like him. This month is producing a world team member. And a world team member that's a very senior person. That is somebody who now, once they become a world team member, the next trip that we are going for this kind of lifestyle in the month of May, we are going to go with that leader. And he's doing that because he's selfless. And that is why you have been able to get this beautiful room. Isn't this not a beautiful room? It's very beautiful. I always come to this place, I just want to sit here and just be around this place. When I look at all these photos, all these people, I know them, they are my friends. And we are building this business together. Actually, this is the guy who's becoming a world team member, Joseph Mugisha. Yes, that is Joseph. And when you listen to the stories of these people, that is Bantru, right? Bantru is still a student in the university. And now he's an executive manager because he came and listened and believed the things that we are talking about. Evelyn Mrema, she's a Tanzanian, but she's building this business both in Uganda and she's actually in the country now.
She's actually in Western.
She's one of the people that went to the Western. Why? Because she understands the power of this business. And someone like Evelyn, she has all the reasons not to build this business by. If it is money or those kind of things, she has them. She's a serious lady. But she saw this opportunity and said, this is opportunity like no other. And that is why she's building. Dennis, my good friend from Barara, is building this business together with his wife. He's a software director, he has sponsored this guy, and now they are building the business together. And this is a family that never was. Let me tell you, these people, they're business partners, and they're closest people, you cannot separate them. When you speak of one another, the other one appears. So this business helps you to build relationships. It's a community that helps you to build lasting relationships with people that you want to be with. So that is the kind of environment that we're inviting you, that we have been able to join, and we want you to stick here, to do the things that we are telling you to do, and all these things that you can see on this wall. I call this the wall of fame. Just decide to have your photo here. Okay, we want to have, just as wants to have these photos around this place. So these are some of the places we have been able to go. That was the Bali, that was Victoria Falls. This is Dubai around here. Yeah. That's we were in this place together with Justus. I think we have been to Dubai like 3-4 times. We have been to Zibali. That is where the place where we were. This is the same place in Durban, South Africa. And you go there with some people, and when you listen to their story, you even say, wow, my life was even better than this person. There's a lady in Kenya who was a house girl, housemaid. And that is the only thing she knew. She tells us the only certificate she has is birth certificate. She has no education back. That is the only certificate she has gotten in her life. And somebody brought her to this opportunity. And she said, if it is just talking to people, building a dream, having some goals in place, being teachable, believing, taking action, being consistent, persistent, and patient, this is something I can be able to do. Because she has been, stressed in people's houses for as much as possible. But then she came to this business and said, I'm gonna do it. She's called Rachel Dama. Rachel Dama, she did this business in a period of 2 months. In a period of 1.5 years, she became a director. And she started earning the 2.5 million Kenya shilling. Ever since then, she has been in the business for around 3 years now. And every month she qualifies as a director. So she tells you, she was actually at Windsor. We have Windsor. There's no Windsor. There's a meeting that we go called Windsor. She has been to Windsor. That is an amazing place. It's a Windsor Golf and Country Club. One of the biggest golf clubs that we have in Africa. It's in Kenya. So when she came to Windsor, she started getting certificates now. When we go to the convention, when we were in Tanzania, she got 2 certificates in Tanzania. 2 certificates. Competing across East Africa to get top 10 certificates. 2 of them are house girl. She tells me, Paul, the certificates I have in my house, I mean, they are more than a degree to me. Because they're certificates of competence. And she's learning, building business, and making money. So it is something that all of us can be able to do. It's not a complicated business. It's a simple business where you talk to people and make your money. And people are happy. You know, it's good to make money when people are happy than to make money when people are crying. You get? There are people who just pray for her. And it's like, if it was not for Rachel Ndama, I would not have a child. It was not for Rachel Ndama, my children would not be going to school. Can you imagine a house girl giving opportunities to the learned people? She even became, now the people that employed her, she's the one who is supplying them with soaps to wash their homes. And what she told me is, Paul, I've not employed a house girl. I've employed a house manager. Because now she has to go around building a house, a business. So there's somebody who's managing a house. Can you imagine? A house girl now employing a house manager to build, to just take care of her now she has grandchildren, to take care of her grandchildren and her home as she goes around. So this is a business that if we truly want to change our lives, this is the best place to be. All right. So let's commit to it. Let's commit to the training. I know you could be having some doubts and reservation, but I want to tell you, the people who are focused on building this business have been able to be successful. So take it up, take the challenge. Let's build it. The next time I'm coming here, I'll find managers and senior managers, and you'll be looking different. Like now there's a trip to Mwea
for executive managers.
For executive managers. And it is possible. It's in next month. And I'm sure even if somebody steps up on the 9th, they'll be able to be part of the trip. Winnie, are you coming? You can't miss. They're going to the Queen Elizabeth National Park. Have you been there? And it is here in Uganda. Have you been there?
I've been there.
Just passing around, you have not enjoyed it. You're just gone through the surroundings. Have you been there? But just for a tour or something. This is not a tour. You're going to sleep there and make fun and, you know, being a part of a family. Man, I don't want anybody to miss. So thank you so much for coming to listen to me. I'm so happy every time I come here, just as I feel so warm. As I go back to Nairobi now, I feel I've achieved something by just seeing these wonderful people. I want you to join us. Let's build this business together. Don't worry about the training. We'll give you as much training as possible. We are going to answer all the questions. We are going to walk with you through the path. And we will love to see you making the money and taking charge of your lives. That is the most important thing. All right. So thank you so much. God bless you. If you have any questions, just as we'll answer them as I run to be able to catch my flight before it